Hey everybody, it's Allie Edwards and I am back today with a fun idea for using the plastic hearts in the, that was part of the December Daily collection for 2021. A group of our December Daily creative team members are doing an Instagram hop today, so you can see some different ways of using the same product by a variety of different people. So plastic hearts, super fun. We did these last year. I think they were plastic circles last year, and then we did hearts this year. And obviously if you don't have these, you could use a heart punch with cardstock or something else to replicate some of the ideas that you might be seeing today. I went ahead, the first thing that I did is I separated my hearts into the hearts with sentiments on them and then the hearts with patterns. I cannot get the idea of a like a heart mobile out of my head, and I can't remember if one of our creative team members has done something like this in the past. In our product play workshop, we had heart as one of our themes one year, so it's possible somebody's done something like this before. I've seen something like this, but I really wanted to do something with a bunch of hearts and creating some sort of a mobile sort of something. So obviously this idea includes a sewing machine. There's probably other ways that you could do this same kind of thing, but these are actually run through the sewing machine, and I'll show you a little video where you can see me doing that on my machine right now. All right, I'm using a Brother sewing machine that I've had for a number of years. I have just a regular needle, I've got some red thread in there, and I am laying the plastic hearts down. I'm holding the thread in the back. I always do a little back stitch whenever I get started, and with these you simply just go straight down the heart and then line up your next heart, have it ready to go, but let the needle go a few times in between. Like, I think I was trying to count to like 5. Sometimes it was too much and sometimes it was just right. But play around a little bit with how much distance you want between your hearts, and then you just keep going on to the next heart. So keep loading them on there. You could do a whole bunch of them if you wanted to create, if you have extra hearts, you could create decor for your house. You could hang some from a tree. They're just a cute thing to have around for the holidays. And I just kept doing that. I always backstitch at the end. And then you'll see how I attach these onto the page here in just a minute. All right, so you saw how I'm running those through the machine. So that was kind of my first step. I did 2 of them. This one's like a little bit longer. I tried to count in between, like once it got to the end before I put the next heart onto the machine, but like this one's a little bit longer. And so I was thinking about how do I want to actually use these, you know, and what could I build or what could I construct that would hold these? You know, they could just be down on a page like this, obviously, and you could stitch it down on a page, but I kind of wanted to just play around with what if they were in a window, right? In a window page, or what if they were something that sat inside of something else. And so I drew myself a little picture here, and I was thinking about taking the pattern, some of the pattern papers from the kit, maybe, you know, one of these. I picked out a couple of them. These are either from the main kit, the December Daily main kit this year, or they are ones that were in a add-on kit. But I love the idea of like cutting out a square or a rectangle or a circle or some kind of shape. I drew one that where like cut a heart shape out of here and then had hearts inside of it. Like that would be something you could do. You could do, you know, a big heart cut out of here and then just have a couple of these inside of there. But I think that I'm gonna try, again, I haven't fully flushed this idea out yet, but I think what I'm gonna try is doing one like this, where I'm gonna take my ruler and a craft knife, and I'm gonna cut a portion out of this pattern paper, and then I could add something over on the side on the day when I'm actually telling a story. So I'm basically gonna put together another foundation page. I do have a video up with my foundation pages for this year that you can access on here on my YouTube channel or on the blog. Let's see, so what else? So you can always look at this too, like maybe you like this idea, and so what you do now is you just stitch some of the hearts together and then you print out an extra large photo like this, and then maybe you cut out a portion of the photo, or maybe I'll do one one pattern paper cut out, and then on the back side it would be a photo that would still be cut out right there too. So that would require thinking a little bit ahead about what kind of a picture that you would take that would have some space that could be cut out of it where the hearts would then live. I grabbed these 3 pattern papers. I wasn't sure yet which one I wanted to use. I kind of wanted to see, like, most likely 3 hearts are what is going to fit in there, not 4, which is what I stitched together originally. But if I did just like a couple of like these 3 right in there and cut out, you know, created a border, I think that's just what I'm going to do. Let's just try it out and see what happens. So I'm going to use a ruler and let's figure out how much of this I'm going to cut out. So it looks like about, if I do it about 5.5 inches, that's going to give me a little bit of space there. So let's do, I'm going to come up here and maybe this will still be my border. We could come up a little, let's come up a little bit more. And I'm just going to use my craft knife on my table here. Let's go 5.5 inches. So from here to here, essentially right in there somewhere. Let's do that again. Needs another one. Okay. So there's about 5.5 inches, and then we're just going to come all the way down here to about, again, I'm leaving about 1/2 inch from the bottom. So if I want to leave 1/2 inch right there, kind of 1/2 inch from the edge, probably a little more than 1/2 inch there, but we can work with that. And this is totally something that you could set up in the silhouette too. Like you could, you know, create a background foundation that is basically 11 inches by 8.25, and then you could have it cut out on your silhouette if that made sense to you. That's something you could also do. Okay, so there I've cut out that interior part. So what I'm wondering is how many of the hearts, and maybe I leave, maybe all the hearts are tucked inside. Let's see what that looks like. Even at this longer. And then maybe only the middle ones move around, or I restitch again. Or I do part of them. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out how many. I mean, I have more to do. Obviously, these are just my starting place. Like these ones that are, yeah, see, this one would work better because it's already got that part. So I think I'll cut off this one. So if you're doing this at home, I would probably do three hearts instead of more. About this. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, let's try this one first, and this would be the back side. And I'm going to just tape this in here, tape it on the inside, and then it's going to get backed with another piece of pattern paper or a photo. So then, and then this would be able to turn on the inside. So we're just going to pretend for a second. Actually, this could work where it's just about the same. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is just cut this so that this can, that will allow it to be up a little bit. Okay, I got to get my just regular tape out. Okay, so this is the idea, right? That in your album that it would turn like this. I might actually leave the threads on the top because I kind of like that, but let's back it with a pattern paper for right now. The other thing I could do too is you could, like on the ones here that are the backs of the hearts, maybe I should do that first. Maybe I should go ahead and stitch so that you're having something on each side. I think I'm just gonna see, I wanna see what that looks like. I wanna see the stitching though, so I would probably re-stitch this. Or maybe I use embroidery floss or something. All right, so let's say we wanna have, well, first of all, let me show you. So this is gonna have holes on this side, right? Like this is gonna be where it is in the album. So an easy way, I just need to figure out which one do I want in the back. Do I want light or do I want dark? So here, as you can see, obviously if you didn't cut any of it out, that's what that would look like. But we want to cut it out. Thank you. Okay, so before I actually glue this down, I want to put some of the hearts on the other side. Okay, so that definitely worked, and it worked to go back through it on the sewing machine. It's imperfect, but I like it. I like how it turned out. And so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna glue the other pattern paper to the back, right? So we've got this nice, just basically like see-through page here with the heart mobile. And then I'll show you what this looks like in the album too. I need to do a little bit of cleanup here on this, the front of this. Another thing that you could do too to just feel like it's even more settled in there and even create more of a frame would be to like stitch around the outside edge too. That would be something else you can do. I'm not gonna do that now. I might do that during the actual month. But this is basically what it would look like then in your album, which is a super fun use for those hearts. Again, that's using 9 of the hearts and there's still so many more. But that is a fun way to add a little bit of an interactive element. And if you're doing a 3x8 album, you could do like a fold out page that maybe had, a section that was cut out. If you're doing 6x8, obviously, this could even be the page. Let's see, 6x8, the outside the page protector is about 7. So even that, even if you did the same dimensions, that could be a page in and of itself, and you could have a photo on the outside or something else. what I'm gonna do is I just wanna leave this as it is right now, because I think that I will probably either add a photo right here, or one of the things I thought about was like doing some of these label stickers and having them along here maybe to tell the story. I'm gonna leave it part way together, knowing that I might wanna make some adjustments, you know, in terms of figuring out what I'm gonna put on here for the actual page itself. But this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do the big page size, because it's so fun to be able to play around doing bigger things. So it's very possible that I will put some stickers. I have some Tim Holtz rub-ons. I don't know if you guys have seen these. Do you guys remember rub-ons? Rub-ons are, I still love them. We've tried to make them, we've tried to manufacture them, but we have not had very much luck. But I love the idea that I could just do some rub-ons on top of here too. I've got 2 different sets from Tim. This is the other one here. These are pretty fun. That would be a fun thing to add on to the heart. So depending on what story it is that I want to tell, you know, maybe the story will like open up here, or who knows what else I'll do. But this is my starting place, a foundation page, and something that I played with using those plastic hearts. So make sure that you check out over on Instagram the different blog hop or Instagram hop, different December Daily creative team members that played along, coming up with their own idea today. You can access that by going to my Instagram page, which is at Allie Edwards, and then on my post about today, I have the other people that participated, the other December Daily creative team members linked there, so you can check out what they made with the plastic hearts for today. All right, we'll see you guys back here again soon.